Hello, I've had a funny start to today. Well, it started quite ordinary, I was just working on the vlog, but I had a doctor's appointment by phone which has been booked in for ages. I just wanted to talk about the menopause, you know, that stuff. And before we knew it, she'd whipped me round to the surgery to have bloods done, so I've just literally had a blood test and come back home. And it was fine, to be honest, I barely felt it. Now here's a question for you. Are anybody else's masks going the same way as the odd socks? Because ours just seem to be diminishing in number by the day. There's one there drying on the thing and a couple on the top there, but most of that's tissues underneath. They're disappearing, they are. I suspect Isabel might have a big hoard of them somewhere. But then again, I might have a hoard of them somewhere. Maybe they're in coat pockets and they get shoved everywhere, don't they, masks? I don't know. I might need to buy some more. Let's see if any turn up. Listening to Braybach on YouTube. Wish I could play it to you, but it's copyright probably. Maybe I'll leave a link to this particular track in the description for you. I've got that little bit of dancing out on my system now. Time for lunch, which is an absolute repeat of yesterday's, except it's red pepper instead of green pepper. You won't believe this. I need to go to a shop again because Izzy's run out of bread. Well, she hasn't, but stale. Poor love, had to have that in her sandwiches today. I was putting the sandwiches together for her last night about 11 o'clock and I thought, oh, it's too late to get any other bread. It's gone stale, so poor lamb is going to be breaking her jaws today, like trying to eat this flipping baguette that's gone a bit past its best, shall we say. Soft in the middle, hard on the outside. Lunch has now been eaten and enjoyed. Very good. I'm going to go down in the cellar and play my flute. I'm working on stuff to record at IB's this coming weekend because we had to cancel last weekend because of his man flu. Cup of tea on the go, ready to go down because I like to sip it in between blasts on the flute. I'm just polishing up some set repertoire, not a lot, but I'll probably spend, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes on each tune, just really playing them slowly and analysing what I'm doing, just to see if there's anything going astray a bit, and then I shall tidy it up. When you slow things right down like this, it's much easier to see what you're doing badly, because what you're doing badly, you're doing in slow motion as well. And so, let me just turn that off a second, it's distracting me. As a flautist, I do like to look into a mirror when I'm playing. You probably can't quite see this from here. But the thing is, I can see in the mirror when one finger is maybe being a little bit sluggish and not coming up or going down quick enough, and I'm able to analyse it visually as well as just by listening and by feeling, so it's kind of more multi-sensory. I also like to loop tiny segments that are a little bit problematic, like this E-roll here. And do them with a metronome to get them really precise, because they soon drift. If I don't practice them for a while, I don't know where to look, so confused about where the lens is. It's there in the mirror. Okay. I'm going to work on that for a bit now, and I'll speak to you later. This finger is coming up too slowly. It's really annoying me, and every time I practice it, I notice it, make a conscious effort to lift it up in time, and it's perfectly fine, and then I just do it loads, and then I come back again, and it's gone back to the way it was before. This finger, it doesn't want to be as fast as its other fingers on the hand. I don't know why. Naughty. Perhaps I need to do some exercises specifically for that one. I've realised why I'm having trouble with that one note. It's because IB has changed the version. He wants us to play exactly the same for the recording, and I used to put a different note in there, and that finger was down. That's why. It's years of playing it slightly different. That's the reason. I'm gonna have to reprogram my brain. This brain does not want to be reprogrammed. It's very set in its ways. I've emerged from the cellar. I've had a very nice hour and a bit playing. Really enjoyed that, and I'm all fired up to do a little bit of. Now, this is a bit of an eccentric thing that I do, and I haven't done it very much for years and years because of parenting and just not having any headspace or time to do it. But something I really like to do when I find a tune that I really like, I like to work it out, and I usually write it out because that's just quickest for me, and then I learn it whilst looking at the dots that I've written out and playing along with recording, and I really like to do that, and I'm going to do that now, I think, because I've got an hour before IB is due, so you know, my time is my own at the moment, so that's how I'm gonna spend it. And I know it's a bit geeky, but I'm super geek, so that's okay. I think I'd probably better tidy this table off though, because it's a bit of a mess. Oh, look at this puzzle. It's a bit of a beast, this puzzle, but I haven't really spent much time on it, to be quite honest. I've just been editing late every night and haven't really got done much before 11, so I just haven't been doing any puzzle. But there it is. Might roll that up, I think, yes. These go in the maths drawer, which we still have. I wonder what I'll do with the home ed drawers once she finishes college. I mean, technically they're redundant already, but I've still got a few bits and bobs in there. It's a funny thing I'm experiencing at the moment. Oh, that looks really on the wonk. Let me sort that out. It's a funny thing I'm experiencing at the moment after being a full-time carer and home educator for years and years and years and years. Well, home ed for nearly 9 and, well, full-time carer for best part of 16, I suppose, apart from really the last year. I feel like I've gone back to being liberated again. Not that I ever really particularly felt trapped, but you know what I mean, because I was obviously choosing to do what I was doing, but it was all encompassing. I didn't have any headspace for me. And I feel like I've gone back to being 90s emo because I can do my hobbies and my passions again as much as I want, more or less. Of course, my passion in the 90s was not YouTubing, because I don't think it was even invented, quite frankly. And if it had been, believe me, I'd have been doing it. I was waiting my whole life for vlogging to be invented. Oh no, it was a bit worrying when things drop out at the end. Anyway, so I'm getting back into my music again. Nothing worse than being snapped out of the zone, I find. With music, even though I'm a professional musician, having a young child who was in pain all the time and needing constant attention, I hated having to snap out of the zone of listening to music so much that I just didn't put it on in the first place, and I got into the habit of that for years and years and years now. And I'm just so excited I can get back into it again and have these big periods where I can listen uninterrupted, or just have it on my headphones while I'm going about my daily work, whatever, you know, it's just brilliant. I absolutely love it, so all fired up. Yeah, I'm gonna make another cuppa and just sit down, do a bit of transcribing for the next hour until IB comes. Who likes my super retro pencil sharpener then? Oh, well that didn't work very well, did it? Look at the state of that. There's the thing gone. Start that again then. It's probably jammed in there now. It's playing up because it's centre of attention. Right, that's got to be ready. Nope, not quite. It's supposed to like just start freewheeling and stop when it's reached done, you know. I always feel like it's just using the pencil up. I feel like it could keep going forever. Blimey, well, that now has a very sharp point, but I feel like I could have stopped sooner, you know. I'm sure the pencil was longer before I started, but obviously much longer. I'm talking nonsense, right? It's because I'm excited about notating music. I'm going to get to it. I've got about 1 million erasers in this house, and every single one of them, including this one, has gone rock hard and no longer rubs out. So I think I need to buy some and have a big chuck out of all the ones I've got knocking around. Found a rubber that worked. Just about. It's a bit smeary. Of course, the joy of today, of doing this in 2021, is you can just slow it down, because you just, you know, you hit the cog, don't you, the settings and all that, and you can just play it back at half speed, and it makes it so much easier. I'm so cheating. I'm going to get this done in no time. I've done the first line in no time, because I'm just cheating. Dum, da, 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 dum. It's the same as the line before. Oops, putting the dot in the wrong place. It's because I'm on camera. You're distracting me. Oh, this rubber. I need to buy some today when I go to the shop. Da, 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 da. Never used to be able to slow it down in my day. I used to do it with cassettes. I used to play, pause, write it down quick, and then go rewind it back, play the like 1 second worth of tune again, pause, have another, write a few more dots down, wind it back, find my place. Play again. Write it down. Terrible. Probably wreck the cassettes as well. But at least I learned lots of tunes. Got them all transcribed downstairs in a folder. Been at it a little while. I haven't finished, but I'm gonna have to eat something now because I had a very low carb lunch and I'm going for a long walk with my boyfriend, so I'm gonna eat something and then go out with him. My sneaky snack's gonna be mini cheddars, banana and almonds, and probably a couple of those Thornton chocolates if I'm honest. Since I'm going for a long walk, you know, need the energy and all that. That's my excuse. Okay, so I didn't eat those. I actually couldn't eat them. I wasn't hungry enough, but I did manage 3 of the chocolates. I'm going to put these in my bag now, along with a drink and this camera, to go for a walk with IB, because he's due any minute. It would blink in rain, wouldn't it? That's going to make filming a bit awkward. Without my lovely waterproof GoPro Hero 9.
Anti-hero.
Anti-hero, yeah. It's not a GoPro, it's a GonPro. The anti-hero 9, yeah, good, I like that one. IB and I are having a very romantic date in a bike shed. A bike shed, I tell you. Look, there's his legs. He's looking down to check they're okay. Yeah, they're lovely. There's my, yeah, we're on these perching on here. Oh, look at that rain coming down. Out for a drink together. Loving that zoom. It's nearly 9 p.m. I've pretty much been editing ever since I got in from my walk with IB and haven't had any dinner or anything. Completely forgot I really need to run to Tesco's to get some fresh bread rolls for Izzy's lunch and quite a few other bits. I have made a list, which is here, so I'm going to run along now and go to Tesco's. I'm not going to take the camera because again it's going to be late. I'm going to be rushing around before it shuts, and also this camera is just too big, and the phone is problematic with editing. I'll talk about that again. So yeah, I'll see you when I get back. It's 25 past 10 at night. I've been shopping, put it all away, and assembled Izzy's enormous bag of provisions to last her all day tomorrow. And I've got a vlog to edit, but if you've enjoyed this one, could you please give it a like? It really helps the channel to grow. I so appreciate it. And if you're new here, feel free to hit the subscribe button to follow more of our adventures, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.